actually look like, you know what I mean?
Right, because you never know. Look, and I've been in some setups where it was very minimalistic and or just, you know, not a lot at all. And then I've been some places where it's like, all right. And so, you know, my whole thing is the experience. When you come here, I want that. Like, oh, it feels legit, feels good, it's comfortable. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't feel, I don't want to say rigged, but like when you go into certain places, it's just like, what, fool? Like, what's gonna come out of this? So for me, I pride on just actually having something people can appreciate. You know, like I said, it feels authentic. It feels good. Like, all right, this a real. Got to shut up nice in here. So let's, you know.
Sure. And when I'm in the Springs, I like to come kick. You know, I'll hit up the homies, see who's around, who wants to smoke.
Yeah.
Go grub, whatever. Sometimes I'll just go cruise by What's Left Records. I always see some homies there just chilling. You know what I mean?
Okay. And how long you been in Colorado?
16 years.
Yeah.
16
From
years.
Cali, though.
From Cali.
From California. What part?
The Bay, San Jose.
Oh, shit. San Jose, California.
San Jose, Shark City. Nah, man, fucking it was getting too crowded out there, bro. The Bay Area is just, it's the Silicon Valley. Like, San Jose is the capital of the Silicon Valley.
Yeah.
And
now, explain the Silicon Valley, because people will say that, like it's been dubbed the Silicon Valley, but what is the Silicon Valley for those that don't?
So basically, back in the day, San Jose was just, you know, a valley of just orchards. You know what I mean? Like the agriculture was rich out there. People grew everything, and mostly tomatoes. Tomatoes was like the most popular product to grow in Cali. But because there was so much land, because there was so much space that was affordable, a lot of these bigger companies were buying up the land because they knew the value of it. They seen how the city was growing. You know what I mean? San Francisco's just a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Right.
You know, you're right there by the piers. That's where all the imports come in. And it's right across the ocean from China, Japan, India, like all these other, you know, countries who are doing business out in Cali.
Right.
So once they started buying up all the land and the tech started blowing up, all of a sudden you just started seeing everything, all these new buildings pop up. And basically San Jose is like the central hub of that. So that's kind of where it popped off, because you got smaller cities that surround San Jose or on the East Bay, like Palo Alto is probably a city nobody knows of. Right. But, you know, that's where Stanford is. You know, the college Stanford is out there.
Stanford University.
And then you also got eBay, you got Facebook, you know, you got all these conglomerates that started out there in Palo Alto in the East Bay. And then San Jose, you got like Adobe. PayPal was literally a closet-sized little spot right around the corner from my crib, bro. I used to walk by PayPal every day, and I used to think, what the fuck is this place? You know what I mean?
And like, before you even knew what PayPal was?
Nobody knew PayPal was, bro.
Oh, shit.
It was a small little spot, but I lived downtown San Jose, so I just walk everywhere.
Yeah.
And I used to walk to San Jose State, the university, and, you know, I go kick it, whatever. But I would see all these little spots popping up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What was another one that popped up in San Jose? I know PayPal for sure was one. And then I know Adobe popped up out there. But there was another really, really well-known one. I can't think of it right now. But it just, all of a sudden, like all this tech shit started blowing up. And then you started getting all these people moving to the Bay Area from China, from India, from all over the world, really. To do work out here, to do business. And that's why now it's so expensive out there, because people know the value of it.
In San Jose itself, in California in general, but in San Jose.
Yeah, and like my ex-wife, her grandmother worked for IBM. IBM's old school computer tech shit, to where when they sold the company, she had shares invested in that company. So she sold all of her shares, made a fortune from it, bought multiple properties out here in Pueblo, because her family was from Pueblo, and she knew that Colorado was super cheap to buy property, but she knew it was going to blow up. And now look at Denver. You got the micro center out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You see Colorado Springs blowing up.
Yep.
Even Pueblo West now, where I stay at, it's starting to expand and all this growth.
Yeah.
Because people are buying all that land because they know the value of what land is, property value.
And what you could do with all this shit. As long as you do the right thing. You got shit I'm hearing about these data centers. It's not good. And the thing is, they try to get you to believe that AI is using up all this water like food.
Mm-hmm.
No, y'all's trying to take the clean water for yourselves for these bunkers and have y'all own water system. Because you think about nuclear fallout, what's going to happen? All the water is going to be no good.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to take the water before anything happens. So there's even water, you know what I mean? Because
it's our most precious resource.
It will be, right? I'm surprised they have it. And it's funny, they can get and have oxygen, but it's like if they could take our air, which I don't even think it's really what we're breathing per se. It's consciousness that we're breathing in, right? I've seen this a few places, and it kind of makes sense because it's like once you stop breathing, what's the first thing you lose?
I mean, oxygen's just another element that keeps us existing.
Right, you know what I'm saying? It's a part of it, but it's not the main thing. It's our consciousness, because you lose consciousness first before anything, and then what can happen? You can regain consciousness. You're not dead, you just lose consciousness. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So it's like it's a bit deeper than surface level what they try to give us. So, but that could be another topic. You know, we can go deep into that because I can start getting some alien shit. Hey,
you know what I mean? Like that's why they coming out here too. They be talking about they be seeing aliens come out the water.
I haven't seen a physical. I've seen some unidentified objects for sure, but I can't say that I've seen something that was like alien-like or anything that would raise an eyebrow other than what I've seen in the sky type shit. But even with that, bro, it's like, so what do you think? Flat or round?
The earth is round.
You think so? Or you still believe
I believe
so?
the earth is round,
okay.
Yeah. I have an example at my house where, whenever that debate comes up, I have a globe.
Yeah.
A round globe that we all know from school and whatnot. Mm-hmm. And then I also have a map of the world flat on my wall. You know what I mean? A map, just an old school map that we believe the world looks like, even though that's the map we see in pictures.
Right.
People believe that's what the world actually looks like. It doesn't look like that.
It don't look like that. I honestly don't think so. I don't think it's round. So if it is round in the sense of not what they show us, right? Not how they predict it to be and water stick it to a ball. Not like that. It's what's the word?
Gravity?
No, I'm thinking of the shape or what it's supposed to be, and it's not tesseract.
A prism type shit or
what is the word? It's gonna come to me. It's hollow, right? So if it's not flat, which when we say a flat Earth, they think pancake flat or like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you got to think about what holds water, like this cup. If it wasn't in this cup, where would this water go? Gravity's not going to hold it to its form or do anything. If I poured this water out, it's going to do exactly what I want it to do. So it's like when you think about what holds the oceans together, it has to be some type of container. So fuck whether this shit is a ball or not. What's holding all this water together? Water has to find its level and know in every circumstance. That's why hit the term sea level, right? So it's little things that I've peeped, learned, and gained knowledge on where it's like, even with the globe Earth model, you think that people are under us. Now, if they are, you would have to get through. So in that sense, but saying that you can walk and all of a sudden you're under the earth is like, nigga, I challenge you to stand on this motherfucker right now. What's the difference between standing on this ceiling and standing under the earth and the gravity still holding it? Like, what's the difference?
Revolution.
Right. They would say rotation, right? So if this bitch was spinning or because it wouldn't be you. So you're saying this would have to be spinning, but we are still, right? We're just not spinning in here. The fact that they try to make us believe that, It's spinning, you just can't feel it. Bitch, I've been in, you remember the Starship 2000? That ride at the amusement park?
shit.
Right,
Yeah.
right. You were stuck to that bitch
Yeah.
because of the movement, the rotation. So this is the type of shit that as I got older and started going into the rabbit hole, it was like, so the earth is definitely spinning faster than that ride, right? So it's like, how come that's not happening? You would, and me and my homie had this argument. He's super intelligent. He's probably like one of the smartest guys I know. And he believes in round earth theory too, which is cool. My thing is this, when I say that or ask somebody that, I just want to hear their ideology, because again, we've all come from the same school. It took you be having an open mind and somebody saying something and you being like, what you talking about, Willis? Versus the normal person who would be like, yeah, right, fool, you sound crazy. Like, do I? Think about your model of what you believe in. Does that sound crazy? Or it doesn't sound crazy because you were taught that. But if you think about that shit independently in itself, it sounds fucking insane.
My thought was always like I said, with a globe and a map, you see the map on the wall, or flat, how you say
right,
flat.
right.
If somebody's in China and they want to get to North America and the Pacific Ocean is dividing them.
Yeah.
If it's circular, you could see how one would just travel across the Pacific to North America.
Yep.
You know, by that curvature. But if you're looking at a flat map of the world and China's over here, North America's over here, how you gonna get from China to North America if it's a flat surface?
Right. So the how you can always check flight patterns. And I suggest everybody goes and you could look up flight patterns. And from what I've seen with actual flat earth maps, meaning like it's not rounded to a globe. So that's what I mean when I say flat earth map. The emergency stops are what's going to get you. Because any emergency stops are stops for fuel. It's like, why would they go out of the way or the exact opposite way to come back up when all of the patterns that I've seen have been straight through? So it's like, versus the globe model that they show us, it's like, bro, you guys are going way out of your way to a destination or to get gas instead of actually just going straight, because you're in the air. You don't have to go around anything like we do on land, right? We can't just go straight through. But if we could lift up 300, 400, 500 feet in the air, avoid all traffic and shit, we put the GPS in, nigga, we're going straight to our destination versus around a mountain, or you know what I'm saying, through the canyon, shit like that. You know what I mean? So that's just even me free thinking about like, what even right now, as still as it can be, but they want us to believe we in this bitch spinning. So not only are we spinning, rotating, we're hurling through space. We ain't got knocked off course. We ain't got an asteroid. And I don't believe we've ever been hit by an asteroid. Because think about this. We've been hit by one all these millions, thousands of years ago or whatever, put a timestamp on it. But it hasn't happened in mine or your lifetime. And I mean a devastating one. They've always told us
Billions of years ago.
But they're telling us such and such asteroid is right around the corner and it just missed Earth. Man, y'all be what? How many times this bitch gonna miss Earth though? But we have earthquakes, thunderstorms, fires, hurricanes, tsunamis, all this shit that actually hits us and destroys shit, right? Actual real elements. But y'all give us these motherfucking asteroids that we would have been smacked. We would have ran into something.
I feel like they do hit Earth, but because when they come in, the force of it just burns down.
Oh yeah, it breaks up. They say, right. But bruh, we gonna have to, this is ongoing. It's like, again, because again, I believed it too, right? I love the thought of real space, the moon landing, all that shit. Thinking other planets, like think about how crazy and extensive that is though, right?
Oh yeah, I believe all that.
But once you, they lied about the moon landing itself. So it's like, man, what else y'all niggas lied about? Y'all ain't go up there. The moon is plasma. It's not a solid object, but yet they tell us too, none of this is really solid. It's all light bending and vibration. But it's like, how, fool? How does my brain can't, and The motherfuckers who are, oh man, he's so stupid. No, I'm not actually, because when you think about it, they train us to go against our senses every single day. Whether we heard something we didn't hear, somebody said something they didn't say, or vice versa. Seeing something you didn't see, feeling something you weren't supposed to feel. You've been in a car accident, no?
I've been in one.
A little fender bender. With that fit, even at the slowest speed, that shit is jolting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now imagine taking that from like 10 miles in a little fender bender, and that's you at a red light, bam, or somebody tapping you. You're gonna feel every bit of that. Now take it to 30, 40, 50, 60 miles an hour or more. Catastrophic. Margins for error, death. You know what I'm saying? And you've seen a car accident and been like, fuck, what happened?
Shattered to pieces.
Crunched the fuck up. That's physics. That's what you can actually measure by it actually happening. My whole thing is, bitch, y'all ain't been up there to see. Show me a real picture of Earth, and I'll tone it down. Show me. Send a real rocket up, or not a real one. They've sent rockets.
Satellites are taking images of the Earth.
But they're all composites. I mean, go up in outer space far enough, snap the photo. Y'all got all this fucking technology, bro. You can't tell me
Panoramic.
that. Then send it to me, gang. Because you think about the curvature and what they say, and if you're flying, you have to dip your nose a certain amount. Bro, I've seen too many videos where pilots are like, bro, we're flying straight, gang. We ain't. Only time you feel us turn or do all that is to avoid what clouds or type of any type of turbulence. Outside of that, nigga, what is autopilot? What is autopilot or cruise control in a car? You still have to turn, right?
When it's such a vast distance, though, it's gonna seem like you're just going straight with no curvature because.
Right. But I'm saying with them,
see so far.
Of course, and I completely agree. My whole thing is, even with the curvature, there's certain things that are going to happen if you're flying. Check, no different than a helicopter lifting in this parking lot and being able to stay until
degrees.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Like
but
that.
Even with what you're saying, it sounds good, and it's not you. You didn't come up with this shit. You were taught it.
But it's what people choose to believe.
Facts. And we all have our own beliefs, and think about that. We all come from the same school, but somehow, some way, somebody was.
That's because somebody put it out there. Somebody was like, "Yo, this is what it is."
Like, hey, and then now you have a choice.
It's like I said with the maps. Like a lot of people, they look at a map, they see, North America, South America, pretty big countries. They see Africa, this big country.
Yep.
But then they see Europe, like a really small country. But in reality, based on measurements from land, like a lot of these continents aren't as big as they seem on a map. They made them appear bigger in the maps because the person who designed those maps was a certain religion, and that religion wanted other people to believe look, people that live in these areas, look at these big vast lands that we have, come to us, basically, type shit, to make it seem like we're a bigger country than these other religions, you know what I mean? You want to be part of this.
Right. I think they make
us. That's what creates power.
Of course. It's all about power, control, fear, and all that shit. So this is the flat earth map that I go by, right? Because of, the new standard world as it is. And it gives you the clock here. It gives you winter, summer, solstice. I don't know how to
see this map before.
Like it's, and just how it is, like all this blue water, all this white, not Iceland, Antarctica. That's what's holding our seas together. Now, whether it's actually disc flat or, it has some type of structure to it that gives it a actual body. I don't think it's actually like flat. You know what I'm saying? It definitely has some dimensions to it. But my thing is this: what the fuck is holding it up then too? Because think about the sun. What the fuck is holding the sun up? What's holding the sun up? What's holding the moon up? Them bitches never set. They never go away. They never turn off. The moon has different phases to where it's lit and it's not lit, but it's still visible, right? And sometimes I don't see that bitch at all, for sure. So it's like, where the fuck is it going? Eclipses. Solar eclipses. Lunar. That's not the moon blocking the sun, gang. It's definitely not, because even the way the sun and moon move, the way even for I think the last two that I've really paid attention to since I've been like in this wheelhouse of what I'm learning, they call it the black sun. That shit came in at a whole nother trajectory of what, like, opposite of they're coming across each other's path. The sun and moon follow each other. You know what I'm saying? Like a dog chasing his tail. And because of the speed in which, when it slows down or speeds up, they're able to get closer together. Because there's been plenty of times even now this year where the moon hasn't risen until like 2-3 in the morning. Sun is almost about to come up here in a couple hours.
But what do you think about like distance from Earth to the sun? Like,
man,
if we were
3,000 to 5,000 miles up,
if we were any closer to the sun, would we burn?
No. Or if we were any closer,
any further, would we freeze?
Well, we get that.
How is it such a precise distance to where we're able to survive?
You see what you just said? How? Somebody created it. You think by nature, by law, the Big Bang created all this, just something from nothing, bow, without some type of mastery? There's no way. That's what they're trying to do with CERN. You know what I'm saying? What they doing down there? Smashing atoms together, trying to figure it out and make it a thing for real. Fucking around, playing God. They already control our weather and shit. Think about the wave pool. That's another thing. Think about what a wave pool does and how they're able to stop the wave pool at these water parks, hit a button, and now the waves are crashing through the shit. If that ain't the moon, if the moon is affecting big ass bodies of water, it would affect all bodies of water. So, and again, me talking to you like this, it's because who have you talked to that's really able to be like, just throw some shit your way for you to be like, Whether you believe it or not is up to you, but it's like, for me, it was
And it's like you said, as you grow, you start to kind of come up with your own free will of what
ideology.
you want to believe. Because, I grew up in a religious family. You know what I mean? I grew up in the church to where my grandpa built the church that we went to. And, you grow up with certain beliefs to where when you become older, you start to get all this knowledge, especially now with so much access.
Everywhere for us.
You know what I mean?
It's everywhere.
It's easy to kind of make up your mind on what you choose to believe. You know what I mean? No matter what we've been told, no matter what we've been taught in schools, somebody chose that curriculum. You know what I mean? Somebody chose to tell these tales.
Guess who chose that?
Certain people. And I think basically what it is to kind of lead like by example, almost like don't make these mistakes.
Yeah.
It's to give you something to think about. It's to give you perspective, whether it's science, religion, whatever. And it's ultimately up to us with our own free will to believe what we choose.
Now I believe in science. It's real. It's a real thing.
Absolutely.
You can do science experiments. You can do all kind of shit at home. I just think the shit you can't do yourself, and you have to have this, multi-million, billion-dollar facility and telescopes and shit to man, watch out. How was they doing it before? How you think sundials came about? They was telling time with them sundials, nigga, using what was there. You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of times the engineering back then was a lot simpler, but a lot more precise. We didn't need robots. We didn't need, circuit boards
math
and data. You know what I mean?
Right.
We just
simple measurements,
just used physics. You know what I mean? What we had, the tools that we had. You know what I mean?
Nah, facts. We didn't have now
mapping out the stars. You know what I mean?
This is what's crazy about that, because I heard something somewhere say like just imagine, like, we have internet right now, right? Can't see it, can't feel it, can't touch it, but we know we're connected. Mm-hmm. Who found it? Because it was always here. So my thing was, what I heard, they were like, think about 100, 200, 300 years, like all this shit goes away. EMPs fried, whatever. It's still here. It never left, but the next generation of people aren't gonna know, or they're gonna see text, or they're gonna see something that, what's this internet shit that they said was here, that trying to figure this shit out. So it's like all this shit was here. You just had to find the clues to be like, oh, there's gold. Oh, there's silver. Oh, there's copper. Oh, this conducts electricity and can do this and can do. How the fuck did y'all even know that? to line these certain things with gold.
Gold, the best
Helmets
conductor of energy.
Come on, man. How the fuck did y'all find that out?
That's another resource that I believe people come to this planet to collect, because we might have a vast amount of it in our water that we don't even know about. You know what I mean? That's why there's people constantly out there drilling for oil, drilling for gold, trying to find these resources.
Yep.
You know, to claim that shit.
And it's never ending. I don't think we can run out of resources. What I think is, I seen something else too that made hella sense. Think about what your body does when you get sick. Cancers, flus, you know, your body goes into fight mode and starts doing certain things to get rid of said intruder. We're the intruders per se. Not in the sense of, because in the early stages, I think of all the technology, all the things like you said, drilling for oil, trying to get all these natural, we're taking from, right? So what does the earth do? Start these fucking fires. Build up these fucking hurricanes, these tsunamis. Y'all bitches is doing too much. So what is it doing? Turning up the heat. Getting rid of the sickness. Getting rid of those bad blood cells.
It's its own defense mechanism.
You feel me? And when I seen that video, I was like, damn. And it's shit like that where I'll hear something and it'll click. If it doesn't click, it's like, okay, like, But when that light bulb goes off, that means something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, what the fuck? Like that made complete sense.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, the earth just be
to
trying to cleanse itself.
Something like that, to me, is ignorant.
Like what?
Why choose to disagree? Why choose to believe something else to where, you know, something like this makes too much sense
to make yourself feel better about whatever it is.
And whether you want to believe it or not, you have to consider it.
Right, and that's the thing. I think considering it. That's why I think talks like these are needed. They don't want us talking like that, but that's why why do you think they shun this type of conversation? Or why do you think everybody's so against it versus
knowledge is power? You know
like
what
a
I mean?
motherfucker.
People who have that knowledge,
right?
You know, they're the ones that are the higher ups,
right?
You know what I mean? Because they benefit from having that knowledge,
right? No, facts, big facts, and they
now
know
that
it all.
We, you know, as a people are getting this knowledge too, and you know, we're making it work to our advantage. You know, it's taken from them, and because of greed, you know what I mean? They want to just take people out.
Of course.
This
fool knows too much.
Knowledge amongst everybody.
We're gonna get all the
we don't want those people to have that knowledge.
Exactly. Why do you think our militaries do what they do? Who's in our militaries? Why do you think you have to be tested? If you just wanted people to fight and defend, why can't I just sign up? Nah, you got to be tested. You know why? Everybody's being tested because guess what? We need our country's brightest, strongest, bravest. Why? Because guess what? We don't need them out here going against us. We need them in here fighting with us, for us, right? So now we make you sign this pledge and decree and all this other shit, and you can be jailed if you ever decide to go against the machine, right?
Or killed.
Treason. The fuck is treason? There's a reason why treason exists. It's for shit like that. Because once those strongest, brightest, bravest motherfuckers figure out, oh, y'all on bullshit. Y'all don't give a fuck about me or my family that I built or this country for real.
Brainwashed.
You feel me? Then they are able to rally up the others. You know what they're afraid of? You know what the difference is between a bunch of men meeting up and rallying and a bunch of women? One is a protest. The women get together, it's a protest. When the men get together, it's a revolution. You know what they don't want? That revolution.
Too much power, and they know that.
Too much. Because you got the same niggas.
Is true.
The same crazy niggas you got at the top running this world being cruel. There's a few of them that are amongst the people that can do the same, but it's gonna be for the people. They don't want that motherfucker rising up. They don't want that motherfucker talking this talk and being like, hey y'all,
hell no.
These niggas is on bullshit and we gon' have to go whoop some ass. They don't want a Braveheart. They don't want a Troy.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
They don't want
yeah. Why you think they give women so much power?
They don't want unity. They want segregation.
Yeah, you know facts. What I mean? They want me and you not to have this conversation. A black and a Hispanic. Yeah, you know, they don't want us having this dialogue, whether it's about this type of any dialogue. They want you to hate me. They want me to hate you, period. So that way, when they come for us, they can get it.
Do whatever it takes.
Yeah, you feel me?
Something simple.
Yeah.
That'll create this distance between each other, like, oh, I don't fuck with him.
The great divide.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, bro.
They make you want to choose sides.
And instinctively, you're going to choose your brown brothers and sisters over anything.
Because it just feels right, you know what I mean?
Right? Because that's what you've been taught.
You know that it's the better.
And what's fucked up about it is we haven't even been cool that long, but I'm sure you got some black friends, some black homies that you would ride for. Like, that's my motherfucking homie. Probably a few that you would call your brother and vice versa.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
They don't.
Where I grew up is such a melting pot. It doesn't matter. Mexican, black, white, Asian, Indian.
Come on,
I grew
man.
up with Samoans.
That's how it's supposed to be, right?
All of them just bros. You know what
That's
I
how
mean?
it's
Like,
supposed
we
to
didn't
be.
look at each other like, oh, I don't kick it
What
with him.
happens when you go to prison?
Division. And it could be amongst your own homies. They'd be like, man, we used to ride together when we were young, but now we gotta be enemies because
You're Nathaniel, I'm a Sereno, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No disrespect to y'all. Don't come. I know how dangerous y'all could be.
It'd be
but
like out there.
You know what I'm saying? Bloods,
there.
Crips, the whole GDs, BDs, the whole shit. Latin Kings, all Vice Lords, all of them, bro.
And it sucks to feel like a certain way, like, oh man, I grew up on the south side with my mom where, it's mostly Crips, but then when my grandma lived on the east side, it's all Bloods. And so it's like, I got homies on each side, you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't represent for either one of those,
but
I just represent for the green because I was just smoking heavy, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, you ain't even, and not that you oblivious, but you like, what's the difference, nigga?
I was just a Mexican weed hookup.
Come
you know
on,
what I mean?
man.
And it's like, I go to parties, I see these homies, fighting and shit. And it's like, man, I can't take sides. You know what I mean? These are both my homies.
That's the
and shit.
fucked up thing, bro. That's what I'm saying.
As time passed, you know what I mean? A lot of people, who realize that it's just all division. It doesn't matter where you from, what color you represent. We all fam. We all from the same earth. And fucking, once we start coming together, numbers.
We all come from source, bro.
Numbers.
We all come from source, guys.
And so they want us to continue to fight against each other by any means, whatever it takes to make us not like one another.
Because they don't have to do it.
It could be through sports, even. You know what I'm saying?
Fat bro, what?
It could be through sports. It could be through, just your neighborhood.
Politics.
It could be through politics. It could be through religion. It could be through so many different
through
things.
Gangs, everything, man. It's designed that way, bro. Because think about it like this. I don't want to say I hate having this. We're having it because we're having it, but who's the real enemy? Think about that for a second. It ain't you. It ain't me. We're just pawns in this shit.
Pawns.
We didn't ask to be here. I didn't ask to be here for damn sure, but I'm here. My kids didn't ask to be here. So who's the real enemy? And I think once people start actually thinking about that, motherfuckers would want to get along because you can look at you and be like, bro, I ain't got nothing, nigga. If anything, we trying to get about this motherfucker and make something happen and see a brighter and better day. You know what I'm saying? A safer future for all. I mean, why not? I ain't asking for none of this
really
bullshit.
The system we live in, you know what I mean? It's just the way we were governed, you know what I mean? The way they try to plan it out to where,
it benefits them, not us.
It benefits a certain 1% of
a bloodline. Fuck a demographic. It ain't even all white people. So fuck. And that's the crazy thing. Y'all white folks think y'all got so much privilege. You do not, because guess what? Y'all white ass won't be down there in them bunkers. Y'all think it's gonna be y'all? You think you gonna be one of them white folks? Fuck no. It's the bloodline, baby. The bloodline.
It goes deep, man.
And the important people. You think they're gonna be any black folks unless not with them, not with the elites. And if there is like I hate to say an Obama, but level type person, right? It's gonna be a small amount. And guess what's gonna happen to y'all when y'all get down there? They gonna kill y'all ass too, cause y'all thought like that's how I think about it.
Expendable,
man. What? Come on, man. Everybody is, bitch. What you talking about?
Everybody plays their part.
Yep. And when we're done with it's like the Dark Knight? The first opening scene with the Joker and the whole bank robbery, and he was at the end and everybody had to kill everybody type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure y'all get rid of yourselves. And y'all ain't even gonna know who the mastermind was. Y'all might have y'all ideas, but guess what? I had all y'all take each other out.
The loose ends.
Man, come on, man. Y'all tied them up. Y'all tied them up yourselves. I had y'all tie each other up. Nigga, I didn't have to lift a finger.
I don't need you no more. You're done.
Come on, man. And we see it every day. The 12 scientists that disappeared about the whole anti-gravity shit. Like, bro, come on. It happens every time, all the time.
The people who realize that, I think for them, the best thing to do is just enjoy the ride. You know what I mean? Because no matter how hard we try to unify and fight against this system or whatever it may be, it's just you need the numbers. And as long as there's division, you know, they're going to keep winning. But as long as you enjoy the ride, I mean, you set a better example for the future. You give them that knowledge because that next generation might finally come to the, you know, idea of when, man, like this whole time we could have just came together. We keep letting them divide us, but now we're actually more powerful for them, and there will be a takeover to where, you know, the next generation or the generation after that, as long as we continue to share that knowledge and pass it down.
Yeah, for sure.
So our bloodlines could thrive.
And you know what? That's what they don't want. But it's all going to get worse before it gets better. You know? It has to. It has to. What else we got, man? What else can happen?
Right.
You know?
I'm just going to keep lighting up this green. You know, we brought a little bit of herb from the Lux Verde today.
Say that again?
Got a little green from that Lux Verde today.
Yeah? What y'all got popping over there, man?
Honestly, man, it's always awesome to be a part of something new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've been in this industry for a while, and, you know, I've always believed that in this industry, it's about innovation. It's about creating a brand that people come familiar with, that they want to be a part of. They want to support something. They want to be loyal to that brand.
Yeah.
And I think with Lux Verde, that's exactly what we're going to do. You know what I mean? Like, we want to create a family. And like we were talking about earlier, in this industry, everybody's so cutthroat. You know what I mean? Everybody wants to just cut each other's throat.
Yep.
You know, sell everything for the low. Like, we could all make money.
We can.
Because people are going to spend the money no matter what it costs. You know what I mean? We're just giving them the option to buy junk at a cheap price when they could be buying that really, really good stuff to where it's going to last them longer.
At an
affordable
price.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's going to last them longer. You know, they're going to preserve that shit.
Yeah.
They're going to have jars of that shit. They're going to keep it in the fridge like some Wagyu beef. You know what I'm saying?
You
like,
feel me? That Wagyu.
You pay a pretty price, and, you know, you're going to get a good quality product. And that's all we want to offer people, because there's too much weed out there that just isn't it. You know what I mean?
Wax sprayed, motherfucking old, moldy, you know what I'm saying? Not grown
and
right.
Someone like myself, like, I started out as a grower. You know what I mean? I took pride in my work. When I worked with Indico, they won multiple awards for the Cannabis Cup.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just, you know, that isn't anything to really brag about, to the point where anybody could have won that, you know, award.
Right.
But at the same time, we did put time and effort and pride into it, and we do believe it did deserve that recognition. And that's all I want to see, because I'm a smoker. You know what I mean? Like, I want to see that good weed no matter where I go.
Yeah.
Whether I'm in Colorado, wherever. If I go to the store and I want to buy some good weed, you know, in the Bay Area, I used to pay $250, $300, $400 for a zip. And now motherfuckers don't even want to pay $400 for a pound.
Right. Talk
like,
that shit. Cheap ass bitches.
Yo, like, we trying to at least get, you know, fucking 12, 13, 14 honey for a pound.
I remember when that was the line, nigga. What you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, we can talk numbers all day, but at the same time, what it comes down to is just having a loyal consumer. You know what I'm saying? You can have whatever product, it could be anything, but people,
you can, but you gotta have good product,
quality product, because that's what people want.
Yep.
And the price, honestly, people will pay.
Yeah,
people will pay a good price for quality product, because that's what they want. And if you could provide that without, you know, having to cut each other's throats.
Yeah, a lot of people
don't
don't find justification in that. But it's like, fool, you would do it for this bullshit. You would do it for this T-shirt or this brand or this TV or whatever. Like, fool, you're actually putting this into your body. You're not going to invest in the best.
Exactly.
That's retarded. That's super retarded, and it just doesn't make any sense.
And it gets, I think, for a lot of people, it gets to the point where they want to smoke just to smoke. You know, they just want to throw something in a blunt. They want to light it up.
Yeah, they don't even appreciate what this is for real. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What it does for real, and the benefits of this beautiful beautiful plant right here. Y'all just want to roll up bike woods and shit.
Because I know if I want to feel a certain way, I know exactly what I want to smoke.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Down to the strain or whatever.
Exactly.
You know
I know
mean?
if I got like a bunch of yard work or house cleaning to do, like I ain't gonna smoke the shit that's gonna make me chill and want to watch a movie.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You go get a sativa. The motherfucker, that's how you know when you're dealing with a motherfucker who don't know shit. Oh, I need the strongest, the highest THC percentage and all indica. Like you don't. Okay. And not that you can't function off of an indica fool, but you're doing it wrong. You know, there are instructions.
You really just want to feel good. And it's like sometimes people will smoke, they get too high and they get all slow. And
the ones that can't
they start
function,
falling out.
Like,
you know
what
I mean?
the fuck?
It's like
you're a whole different person now. Like, fool, this ain't fucking alcohol. Chill out. You smoking it.
That's the problem. Like, people don't know how to use it. They're abusing it to a way. It's like, bro, just because it's weed, it gets you high. It's like
you're actually ODing, my nigga. Your body can only transmit a certain amount of THC food. Y'all niggas, and they don't know that. You are OD. OD doesn't mean death, nigga. You're overdosing on weed, nigga.
And that's why it comes in doses. You know what I mean? And that's why they try to keep it to where, you know, once people are aware of that and once people have the knowledge of that, then they have a better understanding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's, you know, the industry job as bud tenders were to inform their customers of that, because a lot of times they don't know.
Hell yeah.
They're just coming in. They're asking you. They're like, what do I get?
You know, like, what the fuck?
I'm trying to feel like this.
I should know more than you. And not that I shouldn't, because you fuck around and get somebody that knows some shit that's just not in the game like that. You know what I mean? But you definitely should be knowledgeable, especially about what you're selling. Fuck what anybody else got, but what product you got and what it can do for you and all that other shit, because you got people that are coming in there for help. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Or pain management or any type of whatever it is, mental, physical. Motherfuckers is really using this shit for that. Niggas got PTSD for real, and motherfuckers they're not attaching the realization to that. Like, fool, this is medication. Me and my man right here sitting here smoking together or whatnot, but bro, I deal with degenerative disc disease for real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I could light up, take a couple puffs, put it
out.
Because I know that's my I'm right there. I'm good now.
Come on, man.
I can conversate. We can get deep now.
Yeah, I definitely am that guy. I will put that bitch out, nigga.
And before I even rolled that, I looked at what I had in my bag. I'm like, okay, we about to get deep right now. We're chilling, chill mode. You know what I mean? I know exactly what I want to smoke right now.
Exactly. Expansion, man. But just learn, people. Don't be afraid to learn. Don't be proud of your ignorance.
And there's a stereotype around potheads or stoners or motherfuckers who smoke weed about, you know, having these crazy concepts and crazy ideas.
Yeah.
And that's because it actually expands your mind. It opens your mind to where you're able to consider these ideas and not be, you know, ignorant or just ignore these ideas and these concepts that could be true or life-changing for somebody.
Nah, for sure. You never know what you're going to experience or talk about till you do it, man.
Like, the earth is flat, and like people are like, oh, this fool's just high. He don't know what he's talking about.
That shit's so whack. That shit's so whack, because I hate even the memes of like certain topics and being like high thought. Like, fool, kinda, but if that was the case, fool, they be calling everybody that smoke weed's dumb. They're scholars that be getting high. You know what I'm saying? Because they know what's up. There's certain people that use this to create. Like, I got a certain strain. Let me fire this up and get in that zone. So y'all motherfuckers would be just talking shit about shit y'all don't know about.
And they have a better understanding of what medication does and how to use it to benefit yourself.
Exactly. We're not trying to smoke the whole pound, fucking dummy. You couldn't do that anyway. Light you a little joint. You know what I'm saying?
That's with any medication, not just weed. You know
what I mean? What?
Anything. You know what I mean? People consume and put in their bodies. You're gonna, even sugar, caffeine. You know what I mean? All these things are going to make you react a different. Your body's going to function a different way once you consume whatever the dosage is.
Whatever.
1 cup of coffee, 2 cups, 1 soda, a Red Bull, whatever you're consuming throughout the day. It's going to affect your body to where sometimes your body's just working so hard. You know, you just outworking yourself. It's like you're doing too much. You know what I mean? You need to take that shit in doses.
Nah, for sure. Motherfuckers don't believe in
let
breaks.
Your body catch up.
Yeah.
It's all about balance. You know what I mean?
That's it. Too much of anything is bad for you, right?
You need balance.
It's all about that balance, man. And this is the thing. I've been smoking weed so long, just like you, I'm sure. Like, bro, you've had the whack weed, the weed that makes you cough, the shit. Nigga, I know when it ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
I know when it ain't right. From down to the texture, what it looks like, especially when I fire that bitch up.
And it'd be disappointing because, you know, we get samples from other grows. They want us to sell their shit at our stores. I'll take it home. I'll give it a good try. I'm like, okay, this just ain't it, though. Like, what are you charging for this?
Right. I was humbled this year. Shout out to the Cannabis Cup, man. And forgot my guy's name. And I was one of the judges doing that whole shit. And gave me some shit to take home to judge. 2 or 3, if I'm being generous, 8, 9 of them bitches trash.
A big percentage is not gonna be good.
Trash.
Because it was the same way with the High Times Cannabis Cup,
bro. When
they had them judge kits, you go to the dispensary and buy them.
Trash.
And shit. Bro, like two out of like 20 were good.
Yeah,
you know
see, and that's what I'm saying. People paying to play and all that. Here, give us are y'all seeing this? Like, what the fuck? I was surprised. And that humbled me because I've been smoking so good I'm talking about year on end. And that's why? Because I'm able to choose it. Because I understand what I'm looking for and what's good and what's not good. I've been tricked. I've been bamboozled. Like we all have.
Okay.
But, nigga, I know good weed. You motherfuckers don't know good weed.
Yeah, there's been times where I'll smell something, I'm like, ooh, damn, that smells good as fuck. You take it home, you roll on the blunt, you're like, oh, wait, fuck? What is it?
Yeah, like, I put it, none of those, and I gotta finish that video too to put it out, the actual me judging. Bro, I couldn't force myself to smoke that shit. Whether it tasted like air, hay, dirt, fucking, it was just disgusting. And I'm like, you know what? I'm thankful. Shout out to all the dispos I've been running to, because for real, because this shit, I would never, like, where I wish I knew who them motherfuckers was so I could be like, hey man, this ain't it. I don't know what the fuck y'all was doing back there. Don't put this shit out nowhere. This shit nasty, like disgusting. And I was like,
they can't keep up, and there's just not enough pride being put into the work. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot to it, especially if you're growing indoors. You know
facts.
Outdoors, you know what I mean? You could get some good quality outdoor if you know what you're doing, but at the same time, it's the amount of love, time, and effort you put into it. For sure.
Nigga, y'all trying to flip burgers in this bitch. Y'all got y'all shit on drip timers and
people
systems,
said,
man.
you know, Colorado, you know, it's a dry climate. You can't get any weed out here that's sticky. It's like, that's bullshit.
Man, we got the best weed.
I grew the shit.
We got the best weed. I think our weed's better than California.
See, and that's where it's hard to say because I'm so biased, you know, about Cali
of course,
being the best weed, because some of the best weed I smoke
has come from Cali. I understand that. I'm talking about
I have smoked some fire ass shit out here too, and it's hard to say, oh man, Colorado's better, because I tried it in Cali first.
Especially I had if it's the same strain. Nah, for sure.
But I've had flavors where I'm like, damn, this shit tastes like just when I was like, you know what I mean, fucking sophomore year.
Takes you back, man. Takes you back to a time.
Yeah, because I mean, we was getting some fire
yeah,
shit,
y'all was getting it first.
Like, so good. The weed was so every time, like it never fit. Didn't matter what I would get from the store. I go out to Oakland. I have my card. I buy some shit. I was paying $300, $350, $400 sometimes for a zip, but I knew I was getting the best quality shit, and I was happy to pay those prices.
Yeah.
And out here, when I first came out here, motherfuckers were still smoking like stress weed. You know what I mean?
Like shit.
Like dirt weed.
Oh still. Yeah, nah, facts.
People were still smoking dirt weed, like Tambark looking at shit, and I'm like, bro, like y'all don't have like good ass weed, like this shit you see in Texas or something,
bro.
But it took me a while, you know what I mean, to find who had it. But then weed became legal, and all of a sudden it was everywhere. You know what I mean? But
and even that took a minute to get right, because it was still some bullshit. We had them OG strains that were able to get they shine on, you know, when it was illegal and shit like that. Because I remember them fucking Northern Lights and the Gorilla Glues and the Granddaddy Perps and all this before that shit.
Yeah, the Granddaddy Perp was always my one.
Bro,
you know what I mean?
I'm like, God.
That was always like my favorite strain, because I birthed a lot of other good strains that came from those cuts. Okay, Granddaddy, you know, the gelatos, the wedding cakes. You know, Granddaddy Purples. There's a reason why they called it the Granddaddy. I mean, because it birthed so many other good flavors. I mean, that strain is just one of the best strains I've ever had, and I feel like I'm never gonna have that same cut back in 2002 out in Oakland,
Yeah.
Oaksterdam. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man.
shit was
And that's
lit.
what my homie Bobby saying too, because he's got some shit in his stash. I know a couple motherfuckers that got some
And
shit.
they
in
even
stash.
like the homie Burner with the cookies brand. He was putting out some flavors. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
but they get, it's like them motherfuckers that got turned into the McDonald's and they don't give a fuck. It's like, bro, you can't do something like that and then just, you know what I'm saying, dime out on us and let these other niggas grow your shit and it not be your shit.
That's
for
the
real.
problem.
Take pride, nigga.
Motherfuckers who are growing the shit ain't taking pride because they getting the cuts.
Yeah,
They're getting the fire
but
cuts.
they ain't doing
if
it right.
If you ain't putting that love into it, you gonna get some trash every time.
Yeah. That's what I was saying about the drip systems and shit. People are doing this shit like it's fast food. It's not fast food, fool. Plants are living things, nigga. Y'all have to take care of these motherfuckers.
Hand watering, glass curing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like keeping the right humidity, keeping the right temperature, all that shit.
Certain stresses produce certain shit. You know what I'm saying? And again, this is all trial and error. You can't give this plant what you would give this plant, even if the same is, if it's even it being the same fucking strain. You think that's like saying every time I bust a nut, I'm gonna have the same kid. That's not how this works, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you having those clones or whatever, it's not gonna be the same.
The way you groom it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And they all need different love and care.
It starts from the root, you know what I mean? From the cut, even from the clones that you cut or the seeds that you pop. You gotta get them good roots.
Yeah.
Get them good roots. You give them plants love, man. It's gonna treat you right.
Beautiful.
Gonna treat you right, man.
Yeah.
Like there's times where I be in the mom room with all the mom plants before I take cuts, bro. I throw on some R&B, loud as fuck, and I talk to these moms like, "What's up, girl? Yeah, you ready? You know what I mean?
You doing, baby? You looking good today. You smell good, girl.
We about to make some babies.
Hey, man,
you ready to make some babies?
Yeah.
And bro, those girls, they would dance for me. You know what I mean? Like I got fans everywhere. You know what I'm saying? They're just swaying for me, and that's what I loved, man.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like being in the dispensary, now that I'm at Lux, running the shop, it's like I miss that too, because I'm able to give all this information to our customers. You know what I mean? And they deserve to know that shit.
Yeah.
They need to know what we just grew. You know what I mean? Like, yo, this shit right here from day one.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
Pressure. Nah, I've always had a thing for weed once I started smoking, man. And it, looking at all those Hot Time magazines, like, yo, motherfuckers is smoking this shit. Damn. Like, what the, like, I'm talking about alien. And I've seen in my time of smoking, as I've been, becoming a weed connoisseur and shit and a weed enthusiast, I've seen some shit, but I've yet to see some shit that has wowed me like those magazines. And I guess it's because it's the picture, right? Because even to this day, I could see some new photos and be like, oh.
It's all about presentation.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
But sometimes, bro, I used to look at the magazines. I could smell the weed through that motherfucker, bro. I could look at a strain. It would be like sour diesel. I'm like, I know exactly what that
but see, you
motherfucker
were
smells
already
like.
probably just in that smoke that me. I hadn't even, but the times when I was actually looking at High Times early on, I couldn't even say I was smoking weed for real. Because I didn't start smoking weed till my 8th grade year going into freshman year, the summer.
That's same for me.
See?
Same for me. But I had an older brother, and he used to have all the High Times magazines. He used to pin them up on his wall,
cousin,
take out the posters. And then my dad, my uncles, they grew weed.
Yeah.
So I was always around it.
See,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, my mom's boyfriend smoked, and I smelled it before from time to time. I knew what it was per se, but when I started getting high, it was a different thing going on, man.
Yeah, once I got a little older, I was like, I don't get high no more just to get high. Like, I'm getting high because this shit makes me feel good.
Yeah.
And like, when you're young, you know what I mean? You don't know shit about shit. You know what I mean? But when you feel good about something. And it's like, man, I'd rather feel this way than feel bad about, what's going on with my life. You know what I mean? Like, parents split up, you lose a loved one, like whatever it may be, to cause this stress or grief in your life. That shit heals you.
Yeah, it does.
A plant. Yeah. And to me, I learned that right away. And I was like, look, I don't smoke weed because I'm trying to be cool. Like, I smoke weed because this shit makes me feel good.
Shit helps me, nigga.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to get to the next day.
Yeah. And it's for us. Our bodies don't alcohol is bad for us. Weed is good for us. To know your body.
And it's knowing your dosage too. You
Exactly.
Know what I mean? Like,
you
I'm
know
not just going to keep smoking a blunt, hitting the bong, take a dab. You know what I mean? I'm going to chill.
Yeah, well, when I'm ready, bitch. When I don't feel it no more, when my butterflies and my little shit is done, and even then, I've caught myself out like this, just to give it another kick.
Because
like,
I've been there where we just smoking all day, back to back to back. I mean, just yesterday on the podcast, you know what I mean? I had some juicy joints. Shout out Juicy. Shout out Ganji.
Yeah.
They hooked us up with some joints, and we was just puffing them. Put it out, lit up another one. You know what I mean? We was smoking them back to back on pod, on stream, and like even Derek was like, "Yo, you guys ain't high enough yet."
Right?
Like,
yeah.
Like, nah, motherfucker, we ain't.
Right? Like, what the fuck?
We enjoying this shit, and a lot of times because it tastes so damn good. And if it's a pre-roll joint, sometimes it's in rotation. You only getting a couple pulls off it before it's already toast.
Gone.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not for sure.
We was just lighting them back to back, passing them around, hitting that shit. And
think about it, everybody. Yeah, that many people before we. Hell no, we ain't high yet. Now, if I didn't pass this shit to nobody, you know what I mean?
Yeah, we be having like 6, 7 motherfuckers.
Yeah, on that shit. Like, hell no, fool. There's too many people. And even now, I don't even like smoking with motherfuckers. Like, no offense, but it's like so much people you don't know a motherfucker till you know a motherfucker, and guess what? I'm cool.
It's just like if we two grown ass men smoking cigars, I'm not gonna be like, here, let me hit that cigar. You hit this. Like, we're gonna enjoy our own cigar, the flavor. Shit. We know the flavor we like.
Now I can give you some of my. I'll try this. Roll that up. You smoke that. There's no I just, and don't get me wrong. I'll pass a joint around. Right. Know that you're safe with me. I understand people that don't like smoking other niggas rolled up shit because I'm one of them. But you always know I got good weed. So it's not everybody don't have good weed, and you don't know what everybody's smoking either. You know what I'm saying? Right, so it's like when you know somebody, you know you're safe, right? I wouldn't think that you would be able to, or pass me some shit that I'd be like, hey yo, bro, come on, we're like each other. So I definitely be like, oh yeah, let me see what my man got. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, for you other motherfuckers, don't pass. I've said it, don't pass me weed. You can hand me some weed that I'm gonna roll up, and I'm definitely gonna examine it, do my shit. But don't pass me anything rolled up, especially if it's not in a joint.
Yeah, it'd be crazy too. At shows, sometimes somebody be passing around shit. I'm like, nah, who is that? Like,
where did this come from? Yeah, like what? I didn't even. Who lit it?
You smell it, and it just smells like some regular ass weed.
Some bullshit.
Like, nah, I'm good, bro. You know what I mean? Go ahead, pass that shit.
Yeah.
Or I've been to events where someone will come with a big old giant fucking joint, you know what I mean? Or it looks like the Scooby-Doo mystery machine or some
like,
shit.
What the fuck?
I'm like, yo, let me just roll a swisher real quick.
That's cool, bro. I'm not smoking that shit.
I ain't trying to smoke that shotgun looking ass blunt.
Hell no. Like, what the fuck?
They're cool. I like that people could make those creations and shit. They're dope. Yeah. I know a lot of people that do them.
Oh, no, that's fire. That's not taking nothing away.
But like, I'd rather have the homegirl Bradley just roll me up a big old fat fucking...
Shout out Bradley.
You know what I mean? Godzilla, King Kong finger. You know?
Nah, for real. Shout out Bradley, man. She be rolling the thoinks, man. But yeah, that's the only way I'd be like, oh yeah, she rolled it. All right. And I don't even smoke backwoods or blunts or none of that shit. Like,
Packwoods.
But yeah, or blackwoods,
slapwoods,
packwoods, backwoods. I don't smoke none of that shit no more, man.
Nah, I've always fucked with Swisher. I smoked every kind of hemp blunt, fucking all the wraps, all of them, fucking
Swisher, man.
I just always been a Swisher.
I was. I only tried those things just because, like, well, let me see what the backwoods. But I was always on the Swisher or Optimo, but always on the Swisher.
I'd probably fuck with Optimos because I like Optimos, but sometimes you go to the store, you don't know how long they've been sitting there because
Swishers is in rotation.
But if I see it's a new box and it's fresh, I'm like, ooh, let me get one of them little, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah.
I fucked with Phillies, Vegas.
What?
You know what I mean?
Philly joint.
Dutch
Philly
Masters
blunts,
and
boy.
shit.
Used to pack the shit out them Philly blunts. Nigga, them bitches used to be so fat. God damn, a Philly blunt.
And I remember I came out here, I bought a pack of Phillies, a pack.
Yeah.
Like a 5-pack,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I used to go out in the Bay. I would buy a 5-pack of Swishers, they came in a little box and shit. But I bought a 5-pack of Phillies. I took them home. They were dry as fuck, all cracked.
Bullshit.
Yeah, some bullshit.
Not knowing how to bring them back to life and make them all, you know what I'm saying?
But you
Like,
shouldn't have to. You know, they should just
no,
be
very
fresh.
much true. I'm with you.
I want a fresh,
I'm with you
man.
like
Get
that.
that
This
fresh
isn't my job,
cigar.
motherfucker. But guess what?
But
You
there's
know?
certain stores who be keeping them fresh in stock. So once you figure that out, you're like, yeah, I'm there.
I'm over here. Y'all done fucked up.
Because I like them green swishers too. And sometimes you go to a certain store,
Yep.
they ain't got them, or they just been sitting because nobody fucks with them there.
Yep. Green Swisher, the silver when I was on them, no flavors. And I would fuck with that black or that, if it was a flavor, strawberry.
Yeah, I'm not big on the flavor.
Yeah,
like
nah, hell
blueberry,
nah.
grape,
Yeah,
all
nah,
that shit.
nope.
Just be. Too
I've tried them
strong.
all. But
It's just too much.
Nope.
It
And
takes
once
away from the flavor of my weed.
That's what I was about to say. Once I started getting good weed and understanding weed and like, yeah, nigga, y'all can keep that bullshit.
That's why they buy the flavor
Yeah.
to hide the flavor of the weed because they trying to make the weed taste good. They
Hey,
go, it
come
tastes
on,
like
man.
grapes.
Talk
It's
to them
because that's
boys.
a grape swisher.
Talk to them boys, man. I don't like grape nothing. And I'm talking about just purple grape, especially purple grape. Get the fuck on, man.
The purple grape.
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't like purple grape nothing, like if it ain't white grape or some shit like that. Don't even give me that shit for real. I know it may sound a little racist, and it is. So any nigga that like purple grape, I'm looking at you funny, man. Just know that.
Yeah, and then same thing with joints. Like I fucked around with joints forever. Like I don't mind them.
That's what you started on, was joints?
Actually, I kind of did just because that was all that was available to me.
Okay.
You know, I wasn't
Makes
18.
sense.
I couldn't buy blunts and shit. You know what I mean? So my dad always had orange zigzags.
Okay.
So if I had a little weed, you know what I mean?
Shout
I
out to
grab me a little orange zigzag real quick and fucking try to roll it up. And it was always Pinners because I ain't never had a lot of weed. And I would try to make it last. You know what I mean? A gram costs $20. So
Right.
you get a $20 bag. You know what I mean? You want to make that shit last as long as possible.
Right, not facts.
Rolling up Pinners like a motherfucker.
Nigga. And again, I'm trying to think like when I started buying weed and shit and just, you know, my man, shout out to my boy Easy Money. He was my best friend. He always had the weed for real. Didn't know it at first, but it was like, oh, you the nigga I need. You got the weed. I very rarely had to get weed. My whole life, I very rarely had to get weed from anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Then eventually I started getting my own weed and, you know, doing my own thing here and there. But, man, yeah, bro, having your homie is the weed man too. That way, you know, and he's a smoker too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I know this is gonna be.
See, like my dad, he always had it, but by the time I started smoking weed, he wasn't around because he was locked down. So I had to get it just from wherever I could.
Yeah.
And where I used to live, you know, my brother, he would take me to these the train tracks where a lot of the Mexicans would be kicking it.
Yeah.
And they'd have bags and bags of just Mexico weed. You know what I mean? But for $10, they give you a whole grocery fucking bag full of that shit.
Crazy.
And we would just pack the bong.
Yeah.
Had a 3-foot bong, you know what I mean? We just load that
Smoked
up bowl
out.
after bowl, pulling out seeds and shit. But, you know, we was just chilling. We'd be in the garage playing some Too Short, you know, listening to music,
Yeah.
Source magazine and shit, just flipping through the pages and shit.
Yeah.
Old school shit. And
Uh-huh.
now it's like, you know, knowing what weed is, like, fuck, man, like, what was I doing? I thought I was cool as shit.
Right. Nah, for sure.
I know what the fuck I was doing. I was just a little young freshman, 14-year-old ass motherfucker.
Yep. I remember this white boy nigga. I'm trying to think of what grade I was even in. I had to have been like, what, that 8th grade year, man? I definitely was in middle school, but like this white boy, beers, he had the dirty, it was the stoner room from the movies. Like, what the fuck is going on in
Black
here,
lights,
bro?
posters
Man,
and shit.
stale ass weed smoke.
Lava lamp.
Bro, all that shit. Posters on the wall, blinds fucked up, like
Nice.
2-3 TVs on top of each other. Like, bro, shit on the, like, it was just like that. Dirty bomb water, different
Everybody had that
contraptions.
homie.
Like, bro, clean this shit up, nigga. And I couldn't even tell you how old this motherfucker was, bro. Why I even knew him, I don't even. And I think he was just around in the neighborhood. That motherfucker had to at least have been like 9th, 10th grade at the time. He had to be like 16, 17. Had to be. There's no way this nigga was like 15 with all the shit that he had in that room. And it was just out.
That's
I
how it
know
was
what
with
I was hiding from
My
my
older
mom.
brother had all that shit too. And then
See?
you see movies like Friday.
Yeah.
And I used to think, man, I look just like my brother's room.
Like, what
Cypress
the
Hill
fuck?
posters, High
Yeah.
Times magazines.
All that shit. That's crazy.
It's just like the prototypical early day
The
stoner
starter
kit.
Yeah. The stoner starter kit, motherfucker. Like, goddamn, fool, where are your parents? Just smart. And that nigga just lit up. And I knew I definitely wasn't smoking. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I can't even remember why I was over there at that man's house or at them folks' house. I can't even remember, bro. But I remember that shit. And I was like, oh yeah, this is like you when you're that young and you see some shit you're not really used to seeing. It's like a whole nother world.
What's crazy though is, man, a lot of the white homies that I knew that lived in the hood always had fire weed.
Yeah.
And it was because their parents were like hippies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And out in the Bay Area and being so close to San Francisco and Humboldt County, like motherfuckers were getting that good ass fucking weed.
Oh yeah.
And it was always the fucking white homies who had that good ass fucking weed. But I'd go to their house, and because it was in the hood, even though they had fire weed, they were still hood. So like, you know, you walk in, they got like 5 pit bulls, you know what I mean? Fucking smell like straight dog shit in that motherfucker.
They steal from the environment. Right.
But then you go in the room, they pull out that bag, you're like, oh, damn, that smells like some baby shit.
Fuck
like,
yeah.
What is
It is baby shit, fool. Don't worry about it.
Oh, shit, my bad. I'm sorry. Wrong bag.
Nah, man. What the fuck? Nah, I've definitely been in those situations too as I've started dealing with weed, like, and just the different types of people, the different types of weed, different environments where you're going to get the weed, where it's coming from, or like, yo.
And it's hard to trust motherfucker. You meet a motherfucker, it's like, I don't even sure you can trust this motherfucker.
Yeah, right. Like, I don't think I do, but guess
take
what?
My money and try to get me.
Thank God that's never happened in my case. And I've never ran off on a motherfucker either.
But
like,
you'd hear about motherfuckers getting got like that.
For sure.
And it's like, God damn, you know what I mean?
That shit.
That's
like,
some bullshit. Homie got like that. Like, damn, I hope that shit don't happen to me. That's why you gotta play it smart though, man. Like, I only fuck with a few people.
Yeah. You can't call me for nothing, man. I don't know.
Yeah, because you go out, you know, fools like, hey, yeah, hit me up, bro. I got some weed, you know, take down my number. It's like, bro, I don't know you, you know what I'm saying?
If you're not getting what I got right now, if I got it right now, I ain't fucking with it. I don't want to see you later, fool.
Yeah, there's a few homies, and if I can get a hold of them, or if they weren't around, and hey, fuck, I'll wait till tomorrow. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
I'm not pressed. Because chances are, at my age now, it's not my last, right? Even if I said I ain't got none, I got something for me. I just ain't got nothing for you.
And there's days where I feel like I don't even need to smoke. Like, I'm so fucking busy.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even make the time to sit down and roll one because I know I got shit to do.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'll get home at the end of the day. I'll be like, okay, you know, I'll light up a little something.
Yeah.
But throughout the day, I'm not thinking about it. It's not like I need it. Like, I'm fiending for the
yeah,
shit.
like, no.
You know, when my body tells me sit down, relax, or hey, you know what I mean? Or even in the morning, like a cup of coffee, you know what I mean? I might roll up something and take a little hit, a little dab or whatever.
You take what you need. Yeah, you know, motherfuckers popping perks all day too, or what? God damn. Motherfucker taking inhalers all day? No, bitch. Like, what the fuck? Slow.
As needed.
Right, yeah, as needed, fool. And we've all been there, right? We've all, the smoke outs, the tents, the whatever, the big fat ass joints, we've all done it. But that is not what you do all the time, fool. Because motherfuckers are, how much you smoke all day or whatever. I'm like, nigga, you act like I smoke 30, 40 joints a day.
Yeah,
fool.
like when motherfuckers be telling me I smoke about an ounce a day, I'm like,
why?
You must not be smoking good shit.
Yeah, you smoking
like, why you need
dookie,
to smoke that
nigga.
much?
Yeah, you dookie, nigga. You're smoking
like,
poop.
sometimes I have some weed so good, I'll roll a blunt. That whole blunt will last me the whole day.
Man, what? All right, at least a while, fool.
I'll take like a couple hits. Like, oh,
I started this.
I
I started this with us, and we've been an hour and 8 minutes in, nigga, and I might fire that back up, might not, nigga. But and I got another one over here.
And a lot of times the mood you're in, like sometimes anything could trigger. Like you might play Outcast or something, and I'm like, ooh, this a hold up. Let me like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like something will trigger you to where it's like, you know what, I'm about to, I'll hear some Devin the Dude or something like, oh, Devin the Dude. I like this motherfucker. Shout out my boy Devin.
Shout out Devin the Dude, man.
That's my folks. I've done a million shows with that cat.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Anytime he come to Colorado, I'm like, okay, I'm pulling up, man.
Yeah, man. That's super dope, man. I need to, even as much as I be out, I need to get out more. For sure.
Well, that was my number one passion was music. You
Yeah.
know, the weed came along later, but
Yeah.
you know, hip hop music, rap music's been such a big part of my life.
Yeah.
That was like the goal. Like I wanted to start a record label. I want to be like Tupac and shit. You know what I mean? Tupac highly influenced me to the point where, you know, my name is Too Fly, you know what I'm saying? So it was a lot of Tupac and Too Short.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Me, I'm like a combination of the two.
Okay. Yeah. Got some
I got that
pimping
little
and some
player
thug
bitch.
shit.
Yeah, exactly. And that's just how I grew up. That's my dad, you know what I mean? He was a player. He had all these kids and shit. You know what I mean? And the weed just, you know, came later.
Yeah.
It was always more of a charmer, more of a ladies' man type thing. So that's where Too Fly kind of came. And then you're McFly. I'm like, man, we like kinfolk.
Hey,
you know
man. The fly instead of fly, you dig me? You heard? You know,
Yeah,
fuck, I'm talking about what we talking about,
Lord of the
man.
Flies.
Right. Nah, big facts, man. Let me see here. We do have a point in the show where we, you know, I wouldn't even consider them really rapid fire questions, but questions to get to know our guests just a tad bit better, right? See, look, trigger them to spark up right there. You see, triggers
About to
like
get
we
deep
talked
again.
about. You feel me? So, what's your favorite food and dessert?
You know, people, you know, they always get asked that question, and it's always some kind of corny answer, bro. My favorite food ever of all time is pizza. And to this day, on Valentine's Day, I got a slice of pizza tattooed the shape of a heart right there, because this is where I eat pizza, with this hand right here. You know what I'm saying? And I got that heart-shaped pizza. That's how much I love pizza.
I love pizza too.
A little backstory too, low key. Last year, I mean, New Year's, everybody got resolution, right? Yep. Everybody's like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna go to the gym, I'm gonna work out.
Yeah.
I had a resolution. I was like, you know what? I ain't going to the gym, I ain't working out. I'm gonna eat pizza every day for a whole month. The whole month of January, I'm gonna eat pizza every day.
That's crazy.
And not just like Domino's or Pizza Hut, but I'm doing variations of it.
Good pizza.
To where I'm creating innovative styles of pizza. You know what I mean? Because it wasn't just like a regular ass pizza. Nah, I made a fucking pizzadilla.
Yeah.
Like a quesadilla, but pizza toppings. You know what I mean?
Fire.
What do you call them? Stromboli or calzone.
The Stromboli.
You know, like, all these different styles of pizza. Like every day I would choose a different style. You know what I mean?
That's dope.
On Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, there's the pizza balls. I made one. You know what I mean? I ate one of those motherfuckers. Pizza bagel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm eating pizza food. That's crazy.
One of my favorites, though, low key, is French bread. You cut it in half.
Yes.
And you take out the bread, and then you put, bake the bread, get it crispy. Then you put the sauce, the toppings, and you bake it again.
Yeah.
That's the best pizza right
Is
there.
It?
Low key, like, I don't think anything could top that. And honestly, I want to start a food truck, and that's going to be one of my menu items.
So you said you take the bread out after you cut it, or the French bread?
Yeah,
so
like the French bread, they're long.
Yep.
I cut them in half, and then I split those halves in half, and I dig out the bread a little bit.
Okay.
Not a lot, but just enough to where it's not too thick.
Okay.
And then I'll toast it, get it nice and toasty. Then I'll put the sauce, the cheese, whatever toppings you want. Then I put it back in the oven and broil it. So that way the toppings get nice and charred on top.
Yeah.
And then it's crunchy, it's crispy, it's thin, it's just hella good. You know what I mean?
That's
it's
fire.
Some fire ass shit.
I want to try that shit.
French bread, bro. Whatever toppings you want is gas.
But I'm a pepperoni bacon nigga. I don't really. I'll try some shit, but if it ain't a meat lovers, man, let me get that pepperoni bacon. Sometimes I throw some pineapple on there, but
you know what else is fire? If you do thin crust with bacon and chicken. On thin crust, bro, that shit is so good. If you like pepper, I get pepperoni and bacon too. I love like meat lover type shit, but yeah, pizza for sure, number one. And then desserts, cheesecake every year for my birthday. My daughters make me a cheesecake for my birthday. It's been a tradition since I was a kid. Like my mom started it.
Fire.
So every year I do a cheesecake. And whenever I go places, like if I go to a fancy restaurant, a lot of the times you see cheesecake on the menu. And I'm like, I want to see how they serve that shit. Bring that shit to me.
It.
And I'll try that shit out everywhere I go. If it's on the menu, I'm like, you know what? Let me get that.
Yep, I
And-
like a good cheesecake.
And I've had some fire ass cheesecake. There's a spot in Pueblo that's fire as fuck. Or in Denver, the Cheesecake Factory
Yeah.
and shit in Denver.
Yep.
That's my spot right there.
Yeah, I need all the cheesecake you need, man.
Low key, that's gonna be the next tattoo and shit right here. On the-
Cheesecake Factory or cheesecake? Ah, that's fire.
The cheesecake tattoo and shit.
Favorite movie?
Favorite movie, man. There's a movie. It's with Bill Murray. It's called Lost in Translation.
I think I know what you're talking about.
It was Scarlett Johansson's also in it.
Bill Murray. Yep.
It was directed by Sofia Coppola. She's the daughter of Francis Ford Coppola, the guy who wrote and directed Godfather.
Oh shit.
So a lot of people will tell you Godfather, you know, best gangster movie,
Yeah.
which it is.
Yeah.
But Lost in Translation, for me, for this generation, spoke volumes to me. I mean,
Yeah.
especially because Bill Murray's such a good actor to where he don't even need dialogue. You know exactly what he's saying just by expressions
Yeah.
on his face.
Yeah.
And I think that was what Sofia Coppola was able to capture is a man who's, you know, in a whole nother world because he's in Japan.
Yeah.
You know, he's Bill Murray,
Yeah.
tall ass motherfucker in Japan.
White man, like what?
You know what I'm
the fuck?
saying? He's something different, and he's also a celebrity because
Yeah.
people are, you know, trying to hire him to do all these jobs in Japan and shit. But good fucking movie, man. Highly recommended.
Yeah.
I'm one of those types of people. I like movies to make sense to me. You know what I mean? And like that shit made me feel like, damn, I get it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Sometimes we all lost. It doesn't matter where we are in this world.
Fucking even right now, as much knowledge you got lost, motherfucker.
Yeah, dope shit. And it's a comedy too, so you know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of good actors in it. Anna Faris is in it, Giovanni Ribisi, like there's a lot of good actors, good movie.
Okay, hell yeah. Lost in Translation. And I'm always able to go back to these pods and be like, what movie did they say? If I don't got no movies to watch, go back to the pod and see what was recommended somebody's favorite movie if I haven't seen
And
it.
then also too, low key, I've always liked Scarlett Johansson. She's a little baddie, you know what I'm saying? So
Shout out to Scarlett Boo. She
when that
is-
movie came out, we about the same age, kinda, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I was like, man, she bad. Like,
She
goddamn,
is. Scarlett is one of them ones.
man.
Scarlett Johansson.
I got white girls like my kryptonite.
Okay, nah, if it ain't snowing, I ain't going. You did.
Hey,
Hey, word.
ice cold.
They call us winter soldiers, baby.
Ice
You feel me? Dream car truck.
Damn, you know what, man? Ever since I was young, I had three. I
Okay.
wanted a Ducati, a
bike?
Denali, and a fucking Bugatti.
Ducati, Bugatti, and
A Denali.
That boy
because the
crazy.
Ducati, the bike, you
Yep.
know what I mean? The Bugatti, obviously the luxury, and
Yeah.
the Denali.
The Denali,
That's
big
the,
boy
you know
truck.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So those were my three. So I can't pick one. I want all three of
Nah,
those.
I feel
all
you.
blacked out, the fuck out
Yeah.
too.
I ain't mad at it. Souped up, kidded.
Yeah, it's
suited
hard to
and
pick.
booted,
If
you
I had
know?
to pick one out of the three, though, I mean the Bugatti.
Yeah.
I'll be.
sure.
I mean, it's not like I'm gonna be driving around Pueblo in that motherfucker. I'll be in Vegas, you know,
Fly.
L.A., Vegas,
Bring the
something like
cars.
that.
Bring the cars.
But if you could afford a Bugatti, you know you could get the Ducati and the Denali and
the
everything
Denali,
else.
yeah,
You know what I
so,
mean?
yeah.
I always wanted an Aston Martin because I was on some James Bond shit. You know what I mean? McFly.
I always wanted the Audi because of the transporter myself. Not gonna lie. Jason Statham made them motherfuckers real jazzy. I was like, yeah, buddy, I do. And I know that like the A6, and not even like the A8. I'm talking about the black, like you said, blacked out matte black motherfucking like A6, A7 nigga with the and four door.
Jason Statham was dope.
Hey.
Transporter. That's what movies that made
Mob.
me like Jason
Mob.
Statham and shit.
He was whooping ass and taking names, nigga, and fucking bitches. And he was James Bond.
Basically, you know what? And that's crazy because action stars always got the dope ass whip. You know what I mean? Like
Got
James
to,
Bond.
bitch, I can't-
Since I was a kid, I've been a fan of James Bond, and he always had the bitches.
Always.
He always had the dopest fucking whip with
Fly ass
machine
ride.
guns. You know, like, bro, I want machine guns on my fucking car. I want bulletproof windows and
Man,
shit.
what?
I want to drive that shit in the ocean and then turn into a submarine.
Come on, man. What? Hire me, man.
Come on.
Yo, MI6. Hire me.
Come on.
Word. Let me get that. First time you ever smoked bud?
The first time I was probably about 8 years old.
Damn.
My dad had this old ass Monte Carlo, and back in the day, cars used to have ashtrays in them
Yeah.
motherfuckers. He used to have that ashtray full of roaches, joint roaches and shit. And I remember chilling, you know what I mean? He was gone. He had his truck. He was gone, you know what I mean? My mom, my brothers are all chilling in the house. I'm running around the front yard like a kid does. And he left the door open in the Monte Carlo, and I'm in there, you know, pretending like I'm driving that motherfucker. And I look in the ashtray, I see the roach and, you know, little roach clip. He used to get a matchbook, and he'd tear off a piece of the matchbook and use that as a roach clip. So the roach was in the matchbox thing, just like ready to go. And there was a book of matches right there. So I just lit it up. You know what I mean?
You already knew what to do.
Lit it up. I seen my pops do it a million times. You know what I mean? I'm feeling cool because I'm in the car. You know, I'm 8.
Yeah.
But I'm still like a mature kid because I'm playing Army, I'm playing War, whatever the fuck I'm playing. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, you know, hold on, let me light this shit up. You know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to war type shit, you know what I mean? Like, I was that kid that stopped the ice cream man and buy a pack of them fake ass gum cigarettes just so I could blow the smoke, you know what I mean?
Type shit.
So when I grabbed it, I hit it. First of all, it burned me because, you know, I put the match too close. Burned the fuck out of me. I'm like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? You know when that shit, you try to hit a roach too hard?
Hell yeah.
And the match, the flame from the match goes through the shit.
Fuck,
burned the fuck out of me. I dropped the shit. I make a mess. You know, I'm like, fuck, ash on me. I'm like, paranoia hit instantly, bro. They talk about paranoia when you're high and shit, bro. And I didn't know what to expect from the feeling, so... My only thought was paranoia. Like, damn, I fucked up. I could taste the shit. You know what I mean? Like, tastes like resin, bro. I didn't know what resin tastes like, but I knew it tastes like shit. I'm like, ugh, nasty ass joint roach. Who knows how long that roach been there? You know what I mean? Like, but that was the very first. I had to be like 8, 9 years old because I remember I was old enough to where I was, you know, I was knowledgeable.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean? I wasn't a dumbass kid, but doing shit like that. You know, I got caught smoking a cigarette one time, and my dad made me smoke it, and after that, I never smoked cigarettes again.
Yeah, bro, what?
To this day.
Are you gonna be smoking, fool? Smoke this shit. Nah, daddy. Yeah, right. Like, nah, daddy. Yeah, this shit disgusting, nigga.
But the first time I actually got to chill and enjoy a joint was with my brother and some homies at the park. Somebody had a whole ass joint and lit that shit up, and I was probably about 11, 12 years old at the time. But I didn't start smoking heavy till, like you said, like freshman year, where it became like a habit type thing.
Yeah, freshman year, every day. I need that weed. Where that? I need that motherfucker. Day or night?
I'm more of a night owl.
Okay.
I got a song called Night Owl. I don't know. You remember Doozy?
Yeah.
Doozy Doo?
Shout out to Doozy.
Doozy Doo.
Big dude.
When he was out here, we collabed on a track called Night Owl, and it's because that's my whole lifestyle.
Yeah.
Vamp life. You know what I mean? I be telling girls I'm a vampire and shit. And it's not on no goth shit. It's just I like that lifestyle.
In the night, bitch.
There's that movie Lost Boys, like from the 80s, Kiefer Sutherland and shit. They filmed that in Santa Cruz, and that's where I grew up. You know what I mean? Santa Cruz, San Jose is right next to each other.
Yeah.
Like if you go over the hills of the valley of San Jose, you're in Santa Cruz, you're right by the ocean.
Yeah.
And that's where they filmed that movie. So I always low key felt like that was my style, like leather jacket, you know what I mean? Some jeans, some boots, just grimy ass motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Getting girls.
It gave you something. Come here, bitch. Let me bite your neck, bitch. Come here.
But I like that shit, and I've always incorporated that like part of my style and shit. I don't rap about the shit or nothing like that.
Nah.
Like the homie Kung Fu Vampire shit. Shout out to homie Kung Fu, but
you heard
all the shout outs.
That's funny. Favorite restaurant?
In Pueblo?
Nah,
anywhere.
You could give us one for the P-Town just in case, but anywhere.
Anywhere, man. Honestly, there's a spot in Cali. I mean, I told you pizza's my favorite food. It's called Pizza My Heart. It used to be called Pizza Go-Go back in the day. It started in Santa Cruz.
Okay.
Speaking of Santa Cruz. But they had to change the name, so they changed the name to Pizza My Heart. And there was this competition. It was a worldwide competition. Best pizza in the world. Motherfuckers won that shit.
Wow.
San Jose, you know, or Santa Cruz. But there's a bunch of them now. There's like a chain of them out in Cali. But I wouldn't say it's really a restaurant, but that's my favorite place to eat.
Okay.
Like every time I go to Cali, like I'm there.
Yeah. No, that's the same difference, man.
But as far as restaurants go, same thing in San Jose where I grew up. There's an Italian restaurant called Original Joe's.
Okay.
Everybody knows about Original Joe's. You know what I mean? That's where the mafiosos be chilling and shit. And as a young kid growing up with a dad who watched a lot of gangster films, you know, you wanna feel what that's like.
Yeah.
So that was the spot. Not only is it a cool spot, it's luxurious, it's nice. They've always kept it clean.
Yeah.
The food is amazing, and the environment, like motherfuckers literally make you feel like family.
Like, that's fire. That's
And
super dope.
the only thing I could say ever came close that I've tried as far as Italian food, and granted, I haven't had a ton of Italian places, but in Denver, there's a spot called Maggiano's, and there's like a chain of those.
Yeah.
But I ate there one time, and that shit was so fire.
Maggiano's
in Denver, and in Pueblo, Texas Roadhouse.
Okay. Shout out to Texas Roadhouse. Look, simple man at heart. You feel me? Had to throw Texas Roadhouse back in there. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, Pueblo, but if you know Pueblo, bro, there really ain't a lot of spots to eat.
Okay. So.
And there's a steakhouse called 1129 or 21 Steaks that I like, but it's hella expensive. You know what I mean? It's like a steak is a steak is a steak. You know, you go to Texas Roadhouse, you tell them how you want it. You know.
Yeah.
Hopefully you get it that way.
Yeah, hopefully. Not.
But either way, it's, I like Texas Roadhouse, bro. I used to like throwing peanuts on the motherfucking floor and shit.
Okay, right.
Back in the day.
Shout out to Texas Roadhouse, man. Favorite drink, alcoholic and non?
Alcoholic, you know what? Tito's.
All right.
Tito's and Red Bull.
Okay.
Is my shit when
Okay.
I go out. Or sometimes it'll be like Tito's and Sprite.
Okay.
And if they ain't got Tito's, I'll probably get some Jameson and Sprite.
Jameson.
But there was a time where it was just Hennessy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fuck that.
Bro, I go buy a bottle of Hennessy Privilege, just sip on that motherfucker, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know, like I think I just drank too much of it to where it's now it's like, you know what I mean? Like I still like Hennessy, I'll still drink the shit. But if I'm out and I'm trying to function, I like the way I feel when I'm drinking Tito, especially with like a Red Bull or Sprite, because it keeps me active. You know, I'm getting a little older, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get a little older, you don't have that same energies when you were young and when you're going out at an event. And for people like us who are always at these events, weed events, festivals, all this shit, we gotta keep up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I ain't trying to present myself as just some, motherfucker who ain't gonna keep up with these young cats, because I want them to know like I'm still in this shit. You know what I mean? Like just because you're a certain age don't mean you need to act that way. You know what I'm saying? Like people always say, act your motherfucking age. Bro, to me, the fountain of youth is like Hugh Hefner, bro. Keep yourself surrounded around young people, you gonna live forever.
Yeah. Hey.
That's just something I've always agreed with.
Yeah, and it's not bad to feel that way because most motherfuckers can't see past tomorrow,
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, I love vodka, and then like if I'm drinking non-alcoholic shit, I might grab me a little Dr. Pepper. You know what I'm saying? Might grab me a little DP.
23 flavors? How many flavors in that joint?
Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper. Ain't nothing wrong with a little Dr. Pepper.
Like if I'm at Texas Roadhouse, you know what I mean? I'll order a water first.
Yeah.
But then once my food comes, I'm like, let me get Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
I feel like Forrest Gump and shit. I might drink like 12 of those motherfuckers.
I ain't mad at you.
That's why I pulled up with some Dr. Pepper, but I had some sweet cream in there too.
Oh.
Like a dirty Dr. Pepper.
Ooh.
They be having them at like McDonald's and shit. I'm like, ooh, those motherfuckers are good.
A dirty Dr. Pepper. Now, see, I'm going to have to try that now. I don't know. And that's not even in my wheelhouse.
Yeah, like I don't go to McDonald's a lot, but my daughters like McDonald's.
Yeah.
So I pulled up. They had that shit on the menu. I was like, dirty Dr. Pepper. Let me get that dirty Dr. Pepper. I like
whatever
the sound
berry
of that.
cream shit they got. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Cold foam on there, whatever the fuck.
Right.
Cream or whatever it is.
Type shit. Favorite team?
Favorite team?
Team, yeah.
Like sports team?
It could be your Lux birthday team. It could be, it could be the X-Men.
Right now, I mean, my favorite team is the Street Champs, my boy.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
there it is.
That's a solid team.
Champs, man.
That is a solid team. And like, we talk about the people we surround ourselves with. You want to be around motivated people. And they're younger than me.
Yeah.
But they're motivating.
Yeah.
They inspire me.
No,
you know what
sure.
I mean?
As it should be. We should all be inspiring.
Sometimes you go through a little slouch, you start feeling a certain type of way. You need people to pick you back up. And like being around these cats, they've given me that.
Yeah.
To where it's like, you know what, bro, these young cats are doing it right now. Like, I want to come along for the ride too. I want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to see this shit grow and expand. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And I think all of us kind of want that with something.
Yeah.
We want a team, a strong team to be a part of.
You need one.
You do. You absolutely
None
do.
of this shit happens by yourself.
Same thing with Lux Verde. You know what I mean? Right now, we're trying to we're trying to build that team because we're brand new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're all barely finding out who we are, you know.
Yeah.
Like Chastity, shout out Chastity.
Yeah.
She said she's gonna be watching this.
Nah, for sure.
I have to shout her out, but
Shout out Chaz.
all the people that work in the Springs and all the people in Pueblo West, we want to keep a tight communication to where, you know, we don't want to just see each other for an event. Like, let's go hang out over the weekend. Let's go to this event, this other event, or let's go, you know, a movie or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, go smoke a blunt or some shit. Because you want that. You know what I mean? You want to build a relationship with motherfuckers that you could trust them. You could depend on them.
Yeah.
And that's what makes a strong team right there.
Nah, facts. Big
But
facts.
as far as sports, though, I mean, it's Raider gang. Right?
Ah, you heard.
That shit blasted on me.
Okay, he said big
Raiders for life.
Ass or boobs?
Huh?
Ass or boobs?
I'm a titty guy, man.
Titty
I like
guy?
the boobs. Yeah,
Like
man.
tits.
Like I love a good booty too. But like when you're looking at a woman, you don't see their ass right away. You know what I mean? You see their face and you see their body. And for me, what attracts me as a man is the boobs right away. And they don't got to be big.
Yeah.
They don't got to be any specific size.
Yeah.
But if it looks like I'm wowed by, I'm like, oh wow, like this girl's got a nice body.
Yeah.
I want some of that.
I want some. Give me a scoop, baby.
And you know, to me, if she's got a big booty or not, same thing. Like, I just want to be on you.
I just want to be on you, bitch, nuzzling your bosom, you heard?
Like, I just want to get naked with you. That's all.
real spiel.
Rub it all over your body. All over your Nah, I definitely, I love women. You know what I mean? Like I said, when I was younger, I always felt this thing. Like my mom would always hype me up, like I'm this little lady killer. You know what I mean? And she would always say it. Like even her homegirls, like, oh, he's gonna be a lady killer. He's gonna be a lady killer. And I didn't think I was the best looking dude, but it made me confident.
It's that charisma.
It made me confident. Yeah. Charisma, you know, charm.
Yeah.
Now something my dad had, so to watch him do it too, like okay.
You don't need to be the flyest, bitch. I'm gonna talk you out, whatever it is.
And it's really just being genuine, being yourself. Like me, I like to try to be funny. You know what I mean? I like to keep a good conversation.
Yeah.
And I think as long as you show interest, you know, they can, you know, reciprocate that, you know, if they want. You know, if they feel interested too, like with the conversation or whatever, then let's make this happen naturally.
Nah, for sure.
We might hook up tonight. We might hook up 10 years from now. You know what I mean? But I'm attracted to you. You know what I mean? And that's just my nature.
Nah, for sure.
So I definitely love the boobs though, because, you know, they're just soft, they're nice. You just, you know what I mean?
Titties. Yitties.
Well, what did you though?
You know what? I'm growing fond of bosoms. I've always liked tits, but you know, it's like a teeter-totters back and forth. Once I started seeing big fat asses I'm like, golly. But I love a juicy booty.
I mean, thinking about a lot of the women I've been with haven't had like big ass titties. You know what I mean? It's just
I've had an experience.
If they do or if they don't, I mean, it's just it's nice titties. Either way. Like I'm thankful. Thank you, girl. Thank you for sharing those titties with me.
Definitely had a variety of titties, from big ones to real like, damn, bitch, your titties are huge, to oh, okay, these is all right.
And like doing music and doing shows, like touring and shit. I remember I used to sign titties, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking
all kind of titties.
I think that has a lot. I don't know how
titties are beautiful, man. Hey, give it up for titties.
Because I was a young dude doing music, you know what I mean? I came up too young. Like, I seen all that too early. Like I should have waited a little bit longer, you know what I mean?
Well, you're exposed. I guess you can't really wait. When you're exposed, you're exposed.
That's what it was. You know, my brothers, you know what I mean? They really pushed me to tag along and be a part of that.
Yeah,
so
my big
shout out
cousins,
them.
all that shit, niggas. Seeing nudie mags and little sex flicks, the Cinemax, all that. Favorite artist?
Music artist?
Yeah, that's another one. It depends.
Oh. Favorite artist? I mean, it could be so many ways. I would say one of the artists that inspired me the most at an early age, well, I guess artists, would be the Beastie Boys. The Beastie Boys influenced me when I was just this little church boy.
Yeah.
About 5-6 years old. I remember hearing the Beastie Boys on the radio. This was like 1987, 1988. You know what I'm saying? I'm a young motherfucker. And hearing them on the radio on our way to a church event with my grandma. My grandma was like, yeah, play what you want. I put on the radio and I hear this, you know, Brass Monkey shit. Brass Monkey. Like Rick Rubin, what he did he influenced this young man to where my whole lifestyle became, you gotta fight for your right to party type shit.
Yeah.
And BC Boys heavily influenced me even up to my older years, you know what I mean? Like I went and bought the book, their biography, you know, about their whole life story and shit, like intrigued with their life. You know, I want to know everything. I wish I could have been friends with them.
Yeah.
But, you know, MCA, he passed away. Shout out MCA. But, you know, Mike D, Ad Rock was always my favorite personally. But as far as artists go, Picasso, like paint artists.
Yep.
I was in a play when I was a young kid, and I played Picasso, but as a snowflake. His name was Picasso Snow. And it was this story that I think my teacher probably created it. But when I found out who Picasso was, the artist, I became intrigued with his art to where, you know, growing up, when I was doing graffiti, I liked my style abstract.
Yeah.
And Picasso had a major influence on that. Even to now, the way I dress, I try to dress somewhat abstract, you know what I mean? Like there's no right or wrong when it comes to art.
How I feel, yeah.
You know, with fashion is art. You know, art is fashion.
Yeah.
And
sure.
Whenever I put an ensemble together, you know what I mean? A lot of the times I'm visualizing it like a Picasso painting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's very unique how that influenced me from a young kid to where Picasso or even Van Gogh, like at my house, I have paintings. You know, obviously they're, you know, they're copies.
Yeah, but
Van Gogh around my house, it inspires me, you know what I mean? Like to constantly create, you know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be what we see outside, a perfect skyline. It could be
anything
wavy, it could be distorted. You know, art is anything you want it to be. So I appreciate that when it comes to, you know, actual art.
I fuck with that. If you could tell your younger self one thing, what would it be?
Invest. I think one thing we don't teach the young people enough is how the value of money could, you know, direct your life, you know what I mean? To where you could become literally anything you want to, as long as you invest and commit to that. You know what I mean? It could be anything.
Yeah.
I'm not saying like you have to invest money like in stocks and shit. Just invest your time, your focus,
future,
everything into that, whether it's sports, whether it's music, entertainment, whatever it may be, invest in that. Because we could literally be whatever we want. And like when I was younger, you know, I was heavily influenced by rap music. I wanted to be a rapper.
Right.
But I got caught up in the party life that came with it. You know what I mean? Like I was big headed, you know, your ego starts to affect you to where I thought I was such a great rapper at such a young age. I was like, I'm gonna make it, I'm gonna be a millionaire, I'm gonna be a star, I'm gonna be a celebrity. But then you start partying, and then you realize like, yo, I got responsibilities. You know what I mean? Like I'm an adult now. I got bills to pay. Like I'm putting all this money out buying fits, you know what I mean? Fucking all this shit that's unnecessary. Like that shit will come. Wait for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Invest your time wisely. That's what I would tell my younger self, because that motherfucker was too eager. He wanted it all right then and there.
Like, you know, and you can't.
And I had a lot of advantages growing up because my grandfather had his own business, you know what I mean? So we were okay.
Yeah.
You know, we weren't struggling.
See,
we were doing well. Even though we was in the hood, you know, a lot of people in the hood were doing good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It wasn't all bad, you know what I mean? It wasn't too grimy.
You know, invest in your future, people. Invest in your future for sure. Invest in you.
Yeah, because you could only benefit from that, man. You know what I mean? You invest your time, pick a certain path, you know what I mean, and stick with it. But as you grow, you know, shit changes. You know, shit can change your life with, you know, like I said, you lose a loved one or something drastic or dramatic happens. Your life could change your whole trajectory.
Mm-hmm.
But you shouldn't give up, you know, always invest in something.
Yeah. Man, you got some good answers, brother. And who is Too Fly?
Too Fly, he's like the persona that was created, like growing up with my older brother, my older cousins. You know, we were all into hip hop shit. We were all into graffiti. And I was always just Joel. You know what I mean? My name's Joel. That's what everybody knew me by.
Right.
And Two Fly was just a name that my cousin had came up with because he was writing it in a book, a graffiti book, and he was just flowing with it. And there's a graffiti writer that goes by the name Two Fly, like from New York or some shit. And he used to call me that shit all the time because I was, young. I'd always try to dress fly, you know what I mean? My older brother always had the fits, so I'd be rocking the hand-me-downs, you know what I mean? But I would put my own little twist on it. Like I said, that Picasso twist where I was so abstract and I would stand out. And he would always say, man, he's too fly, right? This motherfucker too fly.
Too fly.
And I liked it to the point where I started just using the name like whenever I hit shit up.
Yeah.
And if I go out with my homies, we're doing graffiti shit. I didn't want to write Joel, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I just started writing Two Fly, and it just kind of stuck. And everybody just used to know me by Two Fly. Hey, yo, that's Two Fly. Yeah, Two Fly. And to the point where even now, even at my age, like I still feel that persona exists inside of me, whether it be in rap music, whether it be in the weed industry, or even with the street champs, you know what I mean? They all know me by Two Fly. When I introduce myself on the show, I'm not like, hey, I'm Joel Rodriguez. I'm like, yo, this is Two Fly from the high side. What it do? That's part of my whole persona growing up in the Bay Area. High side is basically where we grew up on the east side.
Right.
In the hills, the hillside, the high side, we used to call it, you know what I mean? They used to call it East Hills or whatever, Mount Pleasant neighborhood or MP hood.
Yeah.
But high side was our crew, you know what I mean? Because we used to get high. That's what we used to do.
Everybody.
So Two Fly from the high side is basically, this persona I created as an entertainer.
Yeah.
And it just stuck, you know what I mean? I still fuck with it. I like the name.
Well, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Your boy, Two Fly. Hey, let them know where they can come find you at the dispo, where to go, your Instagrams, what you guys got coming up, strains they should try, whatever you want to tell the people, let them nizzo.
Well, if you're out here in Colorado or if you're planning on visiting Colorado, definitely come check out Lux Verde. Right now we got 2 locations, one in Pueblo West, Colorado. We got one in Colorado Springs. And soon we'll be opening up another one, possibly in Denver or somewhere near the Denver area. But it's a brand, it's a family. We're building a team. We're trying to make something. We're doing an event coming up. Chastity told me you might be pulling up to the little block party.
In August, right?
Yeah. Coming up August 5th, I believe, at Lux Verde here in the Springs. And we also got another event with the homie Stevie Stone, the 25th, this weekend, this Saturday.
Okay.
At the Roxy in Denver. Stevie Stone's birthday bash. So we're gonna pull up there. They're doing a whole pizza party. We're gonna have the Street Champs pulling up. And then also too, we're doing a Street Champs event in October with Lux Verde, and it's gonna be a pretty big show. I don't want to leak too much, but something to look forward to for October. Halloween time. Everybody's wanting to go out, do something fun. We're gonna let y'all know about that soon. Also, you can check us out on the Street Champs channel on YouTube. I also got my own solo channel, the Joel Show channel on YouTube, trying to get them numbers up. So definitely hit me up on YouTube or on Instagram, The Joel Show, Facebook, The Joel Show, Snapchat, The Joel Show, TikTok, everything. The Joel Show is the new brand. That's me. I'm rediscovering myself because this life I lived, it's like a show.
Yeah.
It's the Joel Show.
Joel Show, you
know what I mean? It's not the Two Fly Show because Two Fly's the persona. It's the Joel Show because that's the real me.
That's the real you.
That's who I am. So definitely hit me up. Much love to Hollow, my boy.
Yeah, for sure. And this ain't the first time, man. This is just a little entry to what's going on. You know what I mean? Get people down here, get a vibe, get a feel. You already do this shit anyway, but it's a different thing than what you guys are doing over there as far as how I conduct it and what we talk about and just what goes on. You know what I mean? Just want to get to know the people. Everybody has a story, man. So
like I said, I like the vibe. I watch a few little episodes that you've done. I mean, I always watch your stream. I follow you. I've been fucking with you. I like that shit because it's engaging. You know what I mean? Sure. And that's what we need more of. We need more people like us doing this to where we're building this community to where you're coming on the Street Champ show. We're coming over here to rock with you.
Yep.
We're going to rock with the show with Affliction music or whoever. Yeah. And we're going to continue to build this whole movement to where numbers.
Work with each other, people. Collaborate. Don't be afraid to collaborate. Nobody's bigger than the next person in general. Nobody's better than the next person. Like, come sit down, chop it up. You know what I mean? Invite me on. I've been a street champ a few times. You know what I mean?
Everybody doing to me, like I said, Top Flight. You know what I mean? Tev Hip, Black P.
Yeah.
Well, Mile High doing some stuff. Like, everybody's out there doing it.
Oh yeah.
Once we start building this community together, bro.
Shout out to all the creators.
Colorado deserves it.
Yeah, for sure. We definitely do. It's our time to shine, man. Shout out to all the artists, creators, fucking podcasts, publications, platforms. You know what I mean? All the dispos, all y'all, man. Everybody deserves it, especially anybody that's fucking with Smoking the City TV, man. So shout out to your boy Too Fly. Make sure you're following him. Go check out Lux Verde in Pueblo and in the Springs, you dig. Smoking the City TV, Higher Conversations. Make sure you're following, like the video, share it with a friend, leave a comment, all that good shit you're supposed to do that y'all motherfuckers don't be wanting to do, but it's okay. We still gonna do it.
It
anyway,
only takes a second, man. It does a lot too,
man,
because it helps build all this. It helps expand the brand
for sure. So shout out to all the viewers and listeners. You did catch it on YouTube and on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all that good stuff. We'll see you on the next one, you dig? Smoke one time, you dig?
Hey.
Your boy